Have you ever wondered how an email reaches you from a friend in another city? Have you ever wondered how an SMS reaches your mobile phone? Have you ever taken a print from a printer that was not directly connected to your computer? All this is possible because our computers and devices like mobile phones and printers are connected in some way. Let us explore the way in which these computers and devices are connected. The computers and devices like mobile phones and printers are connected with the help of a computer network. A computer network consists of two or more computers and other peripheral devices such as printers, scanners, external hard drives, and others. These computers and devices are linked together so that they can communicate with each other, thereby sharing data and other hardware resources such as printers, scanners, etc. So, a computer network enables linking and sharing of information among computers and various peripheral devices. After understanding the computer network, let us further explore its importance. A computer network provides the following benefits. A computer network allows sharing of files and documents among various computer systems in a network. It helps in sharing hardware and software resources among various computer systems. For example, with the help of networking, several computer systems can be connected to a printer. So, a single printer will be sufficient to perform the task. A computer network helps in saving time. For example, to share assignments, projects, or notes with each one of you, the teacher simply adds those questions in a shared folder and gives access to each individual. This saves a lot of time compared to passing these documents individually. Networking saves cost as well. For example, if all the computers of your computer lab are connected with a scanner through networking, anyone can use that scanner. So a single scanner serves all the computers in the lab instead of an individual scanner for each computer. Therefore, it saves the hardware cost. You now know the importance of a network. Let us now explore the building blocks of a network. Can you have a classroom without students? Can you have a classroom without a teacher? Can you have a classroom without teaching boards and books? The answer is no. Students, teacher, teaching boards and books together make a classroom complete. In the same way, a network is not complete without the network components. Let us explore the network components in detail. The components of a network are server. A server is a computer that provides the required resources and services to other computers of a network. The resources provided by the server can be files, printers, scanners, or external hard drives, whereas some of the services provided by the server can be sending or receiving emails, printing files, or managing a file. In a network, there can be many servers that run simultaneously. Client. A client is a computer that helps to access the services and resources provided by a server. For example, when you search any piece of information on the internet, your computer system acts as the client. Transmission media. This is the medium or channel over which the information travels from one computer to another in a network. Transmission media can be further categorized as wired. This medium transfers information from source to destination through attached physical cables. Wireless. This medium transfers information over the atmosphere without using physical cables. For example, when you access the internet on your computer by using a data card, or when you use your mobile phone to access the internet, you use a wireless transmission medium. The Network Interface Card, or NIC, is another important component of a network. Each computer contains a network interface card. This card helps to connect a computer to a transmission medium. NIC allows a computer to transfer and receive information from the network. These cards are attached to the computer motherboard. A network interface card is also known as network adapter or Ethernet card. An important component of a network is a connectivity device. It helps to connect multiple computers, printers, and scanners on a network. A connectivity device enhances the transmission speed. Some commonly used connectivity devices are modems, switches, hubs, and routers. Today, most networks use these devices to connect computers, printers, and servers within a school, building, or locality. You now know the components of a network. Let us now explore the types of networks. Based on the size, computer networks can be of the following types: Local Area Network or LAN. A LAN is a network that is set up in a small geographical space, such as a room, building, or school. Wireless Local Area Network or WLAN. WLAN is a LAN based on the wireless network technology. It uses radio or infrared signals rather than the traditional network cables. Metropolitan Area Network or MAN. A MAN is a network that connects two or more LANs together but does not extend beyond the boundaries of the immediate town, city, or metropolitan area. For example, various ATMs of a bank in the same city are connected through MAN. Wide Area Network or WAN. A WAN is a network that relatively covers a broader geographic area. For example, connecting one city to another and one country to another, such as the Internet. The screen displays the skills and concepts you have learned in this session. A teacher conducts a quiz. After she asks a question, all the students who know the answer start answering simultaneously. This creates confusion. Neither the teacher nor the students are able to understand anything. Seeing this, the teacher comes up with a solution according to which, whenever she asks a question, all those who know the answer will just raise their hands. The teacher will then ask a student to answer the question. In this way, everyone will be able to understand what the student answers. So the teacher came up with a rule which solved the problem. As a teacher defines the rules for a proper communication in class, similarly, the devices in network follow some set of rules in order to communicate. A protocol in networking is a set of rules that govern the communication or sharing of information between two computers or devices on a network. There are many protocols in use. However, two computers in a network can communicate if they follow the same protocol. For example, when you want to share a document with your friend, your computer will connect with the computer of your friend by using a protocol. Let us explore various types of protocols. The commonly used protocols are Internet Protocol or IP. IP is the primary network protocol used on the Internet to send data from one computer or peripheral device to another. It also helps in assigning a unique identity to each computer on a network, which is also known as the IP address of the computer. Internet Protocol version 4 or IPv4 is the fourth revision of the IP and is most widely used. Internet Protocol version 6 or IPv6 is the latest version of IP and will soon replace IPv4. An IPv4 address, for example, 172.17.1.101 consists of 4 numbers, each of which contains 1 to 3 digits with a single dot separating each number or set of digits. If a computer has an IP address as 172.17.1.101, no other computer on the network can have the same IP address. Transmission Control Protocol or TCP is another commonly used protocol. Most networks combine IP with a higher level protocol known as TCP. It ensures reliability of data transmission over a network. Just as a mobile phone is incomplete without a subscriber identity module or SIM card, similarly, TCP is unable to work without IP and vice versa. Explore. Do you know how to check your computer's IP address? Open the Run dialog box by pressing Windows and R keys together. Type CMD and press Enter. The command prompt window will open. In the command prompt window, type ipconfig and press Enter. File Transfer Protocol or FTP ensures the transfer of files from one computer system to another. Hypertext Transfer Protocol or File Transfer Protocol or FTP ensures the transfer of files from one computer system to another. Hypertext Transfer Protocol or HTTP helps in transferring data over the Internet. Whenever you type a website address in a web browser such as Internet Explorer or Google Chrome, your computer sends an HTTP request to the appropriate server for the web page. The server, which is designed to handle HTTP requests, then sends the requested web page to you. Any basic website, such as the website of NCERT, uses this protocol. Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure or HTTPS is almost same as HTTP, the difference being that the HTTPS protocol is used by those websites which deal with personal and confidential information that needs to be secured. For example, an online bank web page uses this protocol for making the transactions secure. Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, or SMTP, helps in sending an email over the internet. You are now aware of the network protocols that govern the communication or sharing of information between two computers or devices on a network. Let us now explore how the computers and devices are positioned in a network. The sitting arrangement of students in a class is done by a teacher to enhance the learning for the students. In the same way, the positioning of computers and peripheral devices in a network also needs to be done to enhance the performance. This is done with the help of network topology. Network topology defines the layout of the devices connected in a network. The manner in which computers and peripheral devices are connected can impact computer operations to a great extent. Let us explore some of the common network topologies. Some of the common types of network topologies are bus topology, star topology, ring topology, mesh topology, tree topology. Consider an analogy. During examination, a teacher distributes question papers individually to students sitting in multiple rows. The teacher walks in the aisle, individually giving sheets to each student in different rows. In the same way, a bus topology uses a single cable, also known as backbone, to connect all computers and peripheral devices. This cable acts as a common communication medium between the computers and the peripheral devices. Bus topology is mostly used in small setups and hence is considered good for LAN. Advantages: it helps in handling a network effectively as a single cable connects all the computers and peripheral devices on the network. It uses only a single cable and hence proves cost-effective. Disadvantages: there is a limit on the length of the central cable and the number of computers and peripheral devices or nodes that can be connected to the central cable. If one tries to extend the cable or the number of computers and peripheral devices beyond the defined limit, it may impact the network performance. The entire network shuts down if there is a break in the main cable or any node has a faulty NIC. Consider an analogy. A teacher places herself in the center of the classroom and the students sit around the teacher's table. Individually, students can ask their queries and the teacher can respond to them directly. If student A wants to share some notes with another classmate named student E, then student A can pass the notes to the teacher, who will further pass it on to student E. In the same way, a star topology has a common connectivity device called switch. Computers as well as other peripheral devices are connected to that switch. Information is shared between computers and other peripherals with the help of a switch. Switch is placed in the center and all the computers or peripherals are placed around that switch, making the shape of a star. Hence it is known as star topology. Advantages. It is easy to add a new node or remove an existing one from the network. Other computers and peripheral devices in the network are not affected if any computer or peripheral device becomes faulty. Complete network shutdown never happens due to a single cable or node fault. It is easy to detect faults as all the computers and peripheral devices are connected to a central link. The connectivity device will come to know as soon as a link is broken. Disadvantages. The failure of a central connectivity device leads to the failure of the entire network. The use of switch and additional cables increases the overall cost of the network. Consider an analogy where students sit in a circular arrangement and play a musical game in which they need to pass the parcel to their immediate neighbors when the music is played. When the music is paused, which means that the ring fails, whosoever holds the parcel cannot pass it till the music resumes. In the same way, in case of a ring topology, every node has exactly two neighbors to communicate. It means that if a node wants to communicate with another which is not an immediate neighbor, then only indirect communication is possible. The message is transferred to the immediate neighbors till it reaches the desired node. All messages travel through a ring in the same direction, either clockwise or anti-clockwise. Advantages. The transfer of information among neighbors takes place faster as the cable is directly connected between the two computers. The transmission of data is relatively simple as data travels in one direction only. It is easy to add extra computers with little effect on performance, although you need to shut down the network for this purpose. Disadvantages. If a single machine is switched off, the network doesn't work. Data must pass through every computer or node until it reaches its destination. This can make it slower than the bus and star topologies. A fault in any cable or device breaks the loop and can shut down the entire network. Consider an analogy where students sit on a long rectangular table in the school lunch hall. They enjoy the food together, sharing their lunch with one another. Everyone is free to communicate with each other. So, each person is able to directly communicate with the other sitting on the table. In the same way, in case of a mesh topology, every single node is connected directly with each node of the network. Advantages. The failure of a node or cable does not affect the communication. It helps in the communication from one to many other computers and peripheral devices simultaneously. Disadvantages. It is expensive as a lot of cabling is required. It is not easy to implement a mesh topology. For a moment, think of the hierarchy followed in school where the principal is at the top level. There is a group of teachers at the second level. Every teacher is further assigned a dedicated class. Next, every class has a set of students which is divided into multiple small groups representing houses. Every house has different activities to perform on a daily basis. The members of the house can share their experiences among different groups. So, a tree is formed right from the school principal to the houses. In the same way, a tree topology contains groups of computer systems that are arranged as per the star topology. The computer systems are connected to a linear bus cable. A tree topology usually has at least 3 hierarchical levels. Advantage: it is suitable for large networks as it connects multiple star and bus topologies together. Disadvantages: if the common cable line breaks, the entire set of computers and peripheral devices goes down as each node is dependent on its prior node. It is more difficult to implement than other topologies as it is a mixture of multiple star and bus topologies. The screen displays the skills and concepts you have learned in this session.